welcome back to Clash with Barndo. Tonight I'm going to do a bit of a live video of a re-hit. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's something that I've sort of nicknamed the StinkFingers, and the reason being is it's kind of like the Chinese wall, if you've ever heard of that. It's basically it's just two fingers, your dirtiest fingers, just shove them on the screen and get away with it. So what we're looking at here is it's been hit once. This is a re-hit army. What makes this army so strong is the fact that you're knowing where some of the traps are, all of these kinds of things. So I'm just going to show you, we'll go through it and show some of the replay and where it all is. You can see War Demon here went in with a Pecker Walk and it didn't really work for him. Hound in the Clan Castle. This is where you just sort of go, hello, love me some Hound in Clan Castles. I'll get my little drawing pen up. There it is. Now we see down here at this bomb tower, there's going to be two traps down here. So there's two giant bombs down there, and then there's also a giant bomb on the inside. So you see there was also a skelly spell there, and there is actually a skelly spell over here as well off the replay. So we're looking at a fairly simple base. We've got the king over here. We've also got Teslas. Alright, so we're looking at a very, very simple base. All I've got to do is ignore the hound. I don't even care about the hound in the Clan Castle. Basically, you laugh, you send in your hogs, and you have a bit of a giggle at it. So you can see all the Teslas are up. For this raid, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sending in 3 hogs to start with here. I'm going to send in 2 hogs to go into the middle. I'll do this into the other map once I get in there. Then I'll draw the hound over here and just do the old StinkFingers. So the StinkFingers will be where I've put my fingers, and they're just going to be going into there. That's it. Then my hogs are going to go all the way around here, wee, and you just heal it. So it's a really, really simple raid. Let's turn that off. Yep. Alright, so now I've got obviously multiple accounts on at the moment. So let's have a look at this base. So the reason I'm doing this is because I think this is a great army. I think it is a bit of a spam army, but at the same time, if the base has been opened and it warrants this kind of an army, then you need to utilise it. You need to say, righto, what's the quickest and easiest way to smash this base? So we send 3 hogs in here, we send 2 hogs in there. Now the reason I want to do that is there's obviously the bomb there, there was a bomb over here, that's going to be ignored for a little while. Don't know where the 4th bomb is. I'm going to have to guess the 4th bomb will be somewhere over here. I don't know where it is, I don't really care where it is. There is Teslas there, of course, so it could be between the Teslas. Doesn't matter, I've got 4 heals with this army. So what I'll be doing is I'll be sending 3 hogs in the bottom, 2 hogs into the side. I'll use a barbarian to bring the hound over to the corner, and then I'm going to send in 1 line there, 1 line there, the old dirty 2 fingers. Now I've got Clan Castle hogs as well. I'll just use those to kind of reiterate something, or just if there's a weak point. So that's all of those there, and what I'm going to be using is I'll use Jimmy Bob down here, and I'll use my queen down here as well. So the idea that Jimmy Bob, he's going to nullify that. There's also a Tesla there, there's a Tesla in the back, there's the enemy king here, and my 2 heroes, Jimmy Bob, Queen. Jimmy's a level 22, Queen is a level 26 on this account. We'll just get rid of this thing here. So they'll eliminate the king, the mortar. There's a Tesla there. I'll use 1 hog on the side mortar. Later on down the track, I'm going to use 1 giant there and 2 Valks. The reason being was there was that skelly trap just alongside here. There is a Tesla, of course, as well. So they're also going to be sort of helping for cleanup troops. But to get rid of that skeleton spell, no major, no biggie. There is going to be a skeleton spell that's going to be running up towards the queen. That's going to be centralised on the hogs. Now I'm going to be using a poison and a queen on the enemy queen. Poison and a skeleton spell on the enemy queen. I need to make sure that I don't stuff that up, and that's why I want to get rid of that mortar. You don't want hogs running out. You want to make sure the queen's out. She'll shoot hogs. Skeletons will run to her. There's no real other major splash that's going to give too much grief, or I can then put some hogs down on that as well. So that's really it. Let's have a look at the army. 21-26. This is one of my baby 9s. It's simple. It's 42 hogs. It's 4 heals. It's not a major biggie. I use 5 hogs to start off with. That leaves me 31. I want to put down out of those a good chunk, maybe 10 to 12 each on these 2 archer towers, and then my hogs just go nuts. And you just follow on with heals. Because you've broken a double bomb, because you know that there's another single bomb up here, up around here, you know that you're not going to be major issues with the traps. You're going to lose a lot to spring traps, all that kind of stuff, but a very, very simple raid. So let's get into it. So we go 3 down there, 2 there. Now we'll use a barbarian over here. Oh, just lovely. Trigger all those traps. So what I want to do is I just want to bring these skeletons over. I'll get these, I'll get those. Now, we'll use one early. And you can see now, out goes me Jimmy. Now I want to use that on there, that there. Where do I go? What am I doing? Rage me king. Hogs everywhere. There's that last one. Now I need to make sure that I'm not putting down this wizard where it's going to give me any grief on the hound. The hound's, you know, knocking away at the bloody at the skeletons there, so they're going to get that trap. So that's it. I can't speed it up. That's a live raid. It's just such a dead shit simple raid. That's what I call the stink fingers. You just shove down 2 fingers and away you go. You see there's a dirty great big live amount of hogs left there. King and queen lived. They got out the enemy king. They got out a few defences at the same time. You want to utilise those heroes because a lot of the time people are using those exposed heroes. Are giving you a very quick and easy hero. You just sort of go, it's not hard. You don't need to kill that hound. You don't even need to worry about the hound. You just send in your hogs and you laugh at it. Bit unfortunate that it didn't go and track after the hogs, but you just see there, absolutely massive amount of hogs left. That's a stink finger. So, along with the lines of things like the cold-blooded Go Hog, I think this is one of the strongest re-hit armies because very, very simple. So we'll just do a quick replay. Where are this is in the MLCW week 1. So it's I just thought I would get a live. You can see you start with those 3 hogs. Only just got through to get that trigger. Wouldn't have mattered too much if they didn't, but I didn't really think about having to kill those skelly traps spells. I probably could have just left them, but in you go. They're going to run through the poison anyway. So it's just such a simple raid. You just follow them, you see where you split. The reason what I like about this is because generally with the 2 fingers is you're going to trail off hogs into 2 directions. You've got 4 spells and you're just going to go, righto, where's the 2 main groups, and just follow on. So yeah, that's a really easy one. Hope you guys had a bit of a laugh and clash on.
Yeah, where you from? Who the boss? I'ma break him off. Yeah, where you from? Who the boss? Let me break it off. I'm a monster in this